Hey, je suis trop contente de vous retrouver pour ce deuxième épisode de Portrait de femmes du monde. J'ai eu la chance d'aller au Ghana et d'interviewer une femme géniale qui s'appelle Mama, enfin que j'appelle Mama. Et dans cette vidéo, vous verrez, on a parlé de plein de choses concernant les femmes ghanéennes et notamment du fait d'être mère et de travailler, comment elle s'organisait par rapport à ça dans sa vie. Et aussi du fait qu'on trouve que les femmes ghanéennes, notamment, mais pas que, travaillent beaucoup plus que les hommes. Voilà. Donc je vous laisse voir tout ça dans la vidéo qui suit. Et n'hésitez pas à mettre un pouce bleu si vous avez aimé cette vidéo pour me soutenir et à me dire ce que vous en avez pensé dans les commentaires. Et pourquoi pas me donner des prochains sujets de questions que je pourrais poser à toutes ces femmes du monde. Voilà, et maintenant je vous laisse regarder et je vous dis à très bientôt pour une prochaine vidéo. Ciao. So, Mama, I'm very glad to see you today and ask you some questions. Can you first introduce yourself, like your name, age, what you do in your life?
Okay. I'm Ureniba from Ghana, Tamale to be precise. I live in Jisunaile, a suburb of Tamale. I work with University for Development Studies. I'm a married woman with 5 kids and a lovely husband.
Good. How did you grow up as a girl here in Ghana? Is your education was different than boys?
Not really. I was given the opportunity just as any other boy to start school and was pushed through to school. As I speak, I have my MBA in management.
How is marriage?
Marriage
here
okay.
In Ghana. Is it something mandatory that you have to do as a woman?
Not really. But marriage itself has value and respect to a woman in Ghana. Once you are married, you accord some respect from the public.
Yeah, I see. So if you are a Ghanaian woman, you must be married. If you are not, how does that happen?
Possibly yes. Because in Ghana we value marriage. Marriage or settling down with a man gives you so much respect. So we value marriage in Ghana.
Here you have, the women have many children. You have big families here in Ghana. You, for example, you have 5 children. How do you explain that? Why, for example, in Europe, we don't have so many children. We have 1, 2, 3 maximum in families. So why here is different?
I think with the number of children one has to have in Ghana, it depends on an individual. It is not mandatory to have a particular number. It is an agreement between you and your husband. How large you want your family or how small you want your family. The country or the where you find yourself does not dictate how many children you should have. It's an individual interest.
Okay, but if every woman knows about contraception here?
Yes, most women, even if now our PPAG goes, family planning, nurses go around the villages and introduce it to them, and in fact even give it to them free. They counsel you, they give you the methods they have, the side effects and the benefits of it. Then they give you the right to choose what you think you want, then they do for you. So I think that most, even in our villages, people know about family planning.
Okay, that's good. Do you talk about sexuality with your family, friends, or doctors?
Yes.
Yeah.
When you go to the hospital and you need counseling, you will get. And as women, we have women groups that educate us on how to come out with settings, even discussing your sexual life with your husband, you agreeing and that kind of stuff.
So you talk between women?
Yes, we talk between women. We have women groups. Then we kind of educate each other
I see.
on it.
Okay. How do you feel as a Ghanaian woman in your country?
I feel very proud.
You're proud.
I feel very proud.
Like a lot of Ghanaian women are proud.
Yes, I feel very proud of myself, where I come from, and how I go about it. I'm proud of myself, I should say.
And do you feel safe in Ghana?
Very safe. I think Ghana is one of the safest countries.
Can women dress as they want? Yes.
I think when it comes to dressing, it depends on your religious background. Christians have their way of dressing and Muslims have their way of dressing. So as wherever you belong to, you dress to suit where you belong to. If you are a Muslim woman, they expect you to cover your hair, to put on your veil, you be in a hijab, you cover yourself so that you don't expose yourself. Whereas the Christian women, they are free and have the liberty. You can cover yourself, you can wear anything as long as you do not expose your vital parts. It's acceptable.
Okay. So you think that you are free to dress as you want?
You are free to dress as you want, depending on where you find yourself. If you are in a Muslim community, you dress the suit. If you find yourself in a Christian community, you dress the suit. So I think with dressing, it depends on an individual. Just as we all talk about decency, you should dress decent. And everybody has a way of dressing. What might be decent to me might not be decent to you. So once I feel I'm decent and I'm comfortable, I go out.
Okay. What kind of issue or problem a woman can face in Ghana?
I think basically it's just the general thing. There are no specific problems regarding to women particularly, but as growing up or in a marital home, we all have our differences, our shortcomings, depending on how you see problems. Because what might be a problem to you might not be a problem to me. Then I would say that mostly with married women, marriage itself is an institution which comes with so many challenges. How you go about it explains how you see what makes it a problem and what doesn't make it a problem. Because we are married to different men from different upbringing. Our upbringing and your husband's upbringing might not be the same. So when you come together, there might be slight differences, but how to manage it becomes the problem. If you know how to manage your husband or how to manage your wife, you have a perfect marriage or you have a perfect union. So how to manage a man depends on how you yourself tolerate and how you see things, how you approach things, helps you go about your marriage or go about your problems and it doesn't become a problem to you. Marriage in itself as an institution has its own challenges, but how you go about it determines. There is no perfect marriage. It is an institution where you stay together to learn. So if you are the learning type of woman, you find things easily because you adapt. And when you are able to adapt with the situation you find yourself, then you have a perfect marriage.
Okay. And How can you describe the normal day for a woman here in Ghana?
The normal day for a woman, especially a working woman, is getting up, taking care of your husband, your kids, putting your house in order, making sure you get to the office in time, finish with your official work. The working hours for Ghana, we start from 8 to 5. So by 5 you are home to check on your kids, what they will eat, preparing them for the following day. For me as a mother, I manage my home in a way that I don't get stressed. Because assuming tomorrow is Monday, what will my children take for breakfast? I put it together. I make sure they iron their uniform, prepare themselves. If we are preparing rice and stew, I prepare my stew, put it in the freezer. Mostly I prepare my soups, my stew, put it in the freezer for the week. For the week, I put myself very organized, and I get up in the morning. If it is rice, I boil my rice. I make sure their lunch boxes are together. I serve them, pack them, put them in the car, make sure they bath, dress decently, put them in the car, drop them at school. Then I'm off to work. My children actually close at 4, sorry, and I close at 5. So when I go to work, I work when it's 5. They wait for me when I close, then I come pick them, we get home. And as I'm cooking their breakfast, I cook along supper. I pick my soup out, then I look at what we are eating for supper, so that when I come home, I don't get stressed. Once I get home, the children are in, I go change straight to the kitchen, prepare dinner for them. They eat, we take our bath, I rest, look at my schedule for the following day. If it's a working day, then I prepare myself towards what I'm going to do. I jot down what I will do for the day. I have it. When I get to the office, I paste it on my desk. When I do it, I take. So I organize myself in a way that I don't get stressed.
Okay. That's good. But do you feel like women have more work during the day than men?
Yes, I would say women work
a lot
during the day than men. Because even though I have a very supportive husband, there are days I come and he says, oh, I've cooked, or I'll cook for you, so have a rest. Aside that, the woman, you are taking care of the children, you are taking care of the man, you are taking care of the house, you are a working mother, you have so many social activities to attend. Unlike the men who work, they work, it's just, I would say 80 or 70% of some men help with their wives with their house choices, which we will say that, oh, they are helping. But if you look critically, women work harder. And some men even appreciate it, because you have here the man to take care of, you have your kids, you have your work, you have the work in the house, so many things at hand. So I would say that women really work, especially working mothers. I'm working and a student at the same time, so my weekends are busy. When I get up during the week, I'm doing an MBA. I just graduated. I will get up during the weekend. So Fridays I have to wash, make sure the children have cleaned everything. Get up, prepare them for the week. They are in the house. Then off, I'm gone for lectures. I'll be at lectures and checking on them at home, having my official work, thinking about it.
So you will never stop? You
will never stop. I married early, not very early. I married at the age of 28.
Okay.
Then I was going to school, working and bringing out children. I had my first daughter when I was doing my HND. My second when I was doing my first degree. I was pregnant with her when I was doing my first degree. Before I finished, I had my third born, and it has been education, working, and children. And I think once you are determined, is possible. There is nothing impossible. Nothing challenges you as a woman. If others can do it, you can equally do it. What I would say is, as a woman, you have to learn time management. If you are able to manage your time very well, you'll be a very productive woman. You wouldn't be challenged at all.
But that's brave.
Thank you.
Is there domestic violence here in Ghana?
I wouldn't say no. We've heard of some.
Yeah.
We've heard of some. We always hear of some. Because I think it's something that is in the system.
Yeah.
Domestic violence is there. I wouldn't lie. It's something that
everywhere.
It's everywhere, and it is something women are suffering from.
Last question. If you want to say something to any woman in the world, what do you want to say?
I would want to urge every woman to be yourself. Being yourself means being yourself. You don't fake yourself. That is the problem most women face. This is you. You accept who you are. Let the man know that this is me. If he can cook, fine. When you fake yourself, your true self will come. Character in itself is like pregnancy. It would definitely show up. So you find most women faking themselves out, and when the real self is coming out, that is where the challenge comes through. I would also say that women should put their best. We can do it. If the men are doing it, we can do it. We should learn to manage our time. We should learn to be strong. Try, challenge yourself with something. If there is somebody out there who has been able to do something, ask yourself, how special is the person? What makes the person go that height that you think you can go? Let's come out from our comfort zone and challenge ourselves with things that will build us up. We would also say that as women, when you are a career woman, don't let your house suffer. Put yourself in order. Let your children have the best of you. Have the best of their children. Have time to know your children. What they want, what they don't want, what your husband wants, what he doesn't want. Get time for your children. And if you get time for your family, your house will never suffer. Because once you are concentrating on your family, making sure that you put everything in order, the family tends to support you to grow. But when your family suffers from you achieving your aim, you don't get that moral support because from your family, because you have left them behind. They are lacking behind. So you have to, as you are moving, you have to move with your family. The little time you get, chat with them. When you went to school, what happened? How did you manage it? Counsel them, especially those of us with female children. Counsel them, talk to them, open their eyes, let them find comfort in you as a mother. Let them find a friend in you so that they can share their problems with you. You don't have to be so harsh as a mother that your children cannot come to you in confidence. When that happens, they find friends to counsel them. And my sister, you don't know what they tell them. We are not all from the same home. Our upbringing differs from each home to the other. The way you want to model your family might not be the way another family will want to model his. So if you don't let your children take you as their friend, to be able to come to you freely, express themselves, when you push them to the wall, you don't have the best of your children. You will get what you want, you get money, you get to the length you want in education. But when you look behind you, your children are suffering. Then you've not gone anywhere. Because if you build a career and turn back and look, and your children are on the street, then you are a failure. You haven't achieved anything. That is, to me, you should be able to achieve something with your family together. And when you move them together with you, you get the best of it. And you yourself, you are motivated to go high.
Okay. Thank you very much. You're a strong woman.
Thank you.
And I thank you again for this video, this interview.
You are most welcome. I'm always available for anytime you want anything, you can call on me.
Oh, okay.
It's really nice talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm grateful.